Well, greetings everybody, and happy Friday. Lazerbolt here, and welcome to Friday Night Flights. Tonight, we're going to be taking off out of Hiroshima. We're flying a little further south in Japan, making a little zigzagging, and we're going to end up in Nagasaki. So it should be a good time tonight. We're hanging out with all of our regular crew here, and hope you're having a good Friday night. Grab yourself a drink and a snack, and sit back and relax, and hopefully you enjoy the show. Happy Friday, guys. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I am doing good too. It's been a week though, just an odd week.
We had another week with no precipitation.
Really?
But the forecast starting for Monday, for as long as the forecast goes out now, is calling for rain. So what hits us hits you guys about a week later.
Right. Well, we've been like
it'll be the other version of rain though.
Right. It's been nonstop snow for like 2 weeks around here, and it's still snowing right now. It's just coming down.
You'll probably get a break for a few days until, depending on the path that this
Right.
storm goes.
Well, today I thought it was looking pretty nice. It was like it didn't snow all day long, but it was cold as hell. So we didn't lose any of the snow we already had. But yeah, about an hour ago it started snowing again, and it's coming down hard. Say guys, tonight you might notice on the flight plan we have a whole bunch of bridges to go under, at least 4 of them, so that should be fun. There's 3 of them right after we take off out of this airport here. We're going to hit all 3 of those bridges. They're marked on the flight plan, and yeah, it's always a lot of fun. The first leg in particular, after we do the bridges, there's some mountains we need to go over, so we're going to have to climb up over 6,000 feet. So let's do 6,500. We don't need to worry about that until after we do the bridges, I'll remind you. But yeah, we do got some tall stuff to go over on this first leg. We'll be taking off in about 3 minutes. Any of you guys had a chance to check out that Stranger Things downloadable content there they made from Microsoft Flight Sim?
I haven't tried it yet, but I did enable it.
Right on.
Not yet. I did see. I caught part of your video that you were showing some of it. I watched your introduction for the training and then your first mission, and it was pretty cool. I just get the chance, I'll sit down and watch the rest of your video on it.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, make sure you do. It was a lot of fun. If you're not going to do the missions anyway, at least watch the video. It was pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Stranger Things fan in the world. Somewhere after season 3, I just stopped watching. I'll probably get back around to it one of these days. I've got nothing against it. But the DLC was actually pretty cool. Short and sweet. I did all 5 missions in under an hour. But yeah, it was cool. I figure as long as I'm at it, I might as well record it and make a little walkthrough for people, you know.
Sure. Yeah, it looked good. It was, like I said, I didn't have a chance to finish, but I did get to catch the beginning of it. So I'll catch up later, I guess.
And my favorite thing is that Huey they give you. That Huey is great. I mean, we all know how difficult it is to fly these the helicopters for the most part. And that Huey is great. That thing is like stable as could be. I really enjoyed flying that.
Yeah, and you can use it for anywhere in the sim, not just in that particular game. And then they gave us another rocket-looking airplane. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, did they? I haven't checked that one out yet.
Yeah, it's something Boom. There's like only 2 of them ever made.
Ooh, is it like some kind of like a high-speed sound barrier breaking kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah. They actually did. I watched some YouTube video about it. The guy that was doing the test flight of it, and I guess I don't know, it's like Mach 2, I think it goes up to.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the one that comes with. I don't know if you got. Oh, you probably don't have it. In the 2020 version, the air racing add-on they had. I bought the pack, but I only bought the one with just 1 plane of each instead of an entire pack. Well, there's a little jet, a tiny little jet, like a little itty bitty thing that you can use for the air racing in there, and it looks a lot like that.
That's cool. Yeah, I think I know that little airplane you're talking about too. I mean, it looks like it's tiny. It looks like a little coffin with wings on it.
Probably a good way of describing it the way that pilot said. It flew.
Well, hey guys, it is 10 after the hour. Let's go ahead and get these beautiful birds back up in the air. So, Lazerbolt is spooling up and rolling. A reminder, don't go too high on this first leg because we have like 3 bridges to go under. I think we can kind of slalom it. If we do it right, we can go under one, then go into the other one, and then when we get out of the third one, we'll be pointing directly towards our first destination. Lazerbolt's rolling. Hopefully you don't have too much trouble getting out of here, Longhorn, with that nasty tailwind you got.
Oh no, I've got a pretty powerful plane.
Well, this runway is long as hell, too.
Yeah.
It's over 1.5 miles long.
Flying the Corvallis, was it the Cessna Corvallis 400? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't quite sure what that airplane is. Is it
It
somewhere
looks
close to a 404?
No, it looks a lot like the SR-22.
Oh, okay.
It's got like a car cockpit almost, with a little stick on the left and a stick on the right for the co-pilot. No real yoke per se, other than the one on the door. And then it's got the 2 Garmin 1000s in it. And supposedly a cruise speed of 235 knots.
That's always debatable, but you should at least be able to hit 160 tonight.
Oh yeah, I've gotten 230, but it usually involves like a 10 knot tailwind.
Right.
But it'll easily hit 200 though.
Well, I can already see that first bridge we're coming up on. That looks pretty nice even from here.
So. Whoa. Yep, you just jumped out of your aircraft again.
Did I?
Yep. This time you're standing up though.
Oh, really?
You're standing. Yeah, usually you're like in the sitting position. This time it looked like you were standing straight up.
Must have tripped and went right out the window.
Y'all may have already mentioned it, I'm not sure by the time I come in, but had the Sim Update 4 help you with your VR, Longhorn? Or there any change that you noticed?
I'm undecided because unless it messed with a bunch of my settings, it was a stutter fest. It was just horrible. I couldn't do it. So I ended up going back and changing my LODs. So I've got the terrain set at 100 and the object set at 150, and now it's like I don't think it's ever been any smoother. It is like super smooth now.
Ooh, that is good news. I like hearing that.
And I thought I had it on 100 and 150. So I don't know if it had changed it or something, but once I set it back to that, now it's perfect. I mean,
Oh, that's good.
So Longhorn mentioned earlier to me that the new update added contrails to airplanes. And
Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah, I do have them now. I just had one in sight a second ago. I lost it. But when he first mentioned it, I hadn't seen it because I had a bunch of clouds in the way. But I just saw an airplane with a contrail. It's cool. Simple, but effective. Okay, once we hit this airplane, we're going to hit this bridge and then take a right-hand turn to go and hit the other 2.
Well, the only one that'll hit the bridge, of course, would be Longhorn, right?
To the invisible part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be another
out.
good test. Are you going to be able to actually go under the invisible part or not? Is it going to be like hitting a brick wall?
Well,
I'll be interested to see. Make
so
sure you stay close. I'd like to get a good shot of that.
It looks pretty low.
It does look pretty low, but I'm assuming there's plenty of room. It's a big suspension bridge.
Yeah, they got to because there's a lot of like commercial freighters in here. They got to go under it. If they can fit, I can fit. It's not like I'm flying a jumbo jet.
That's a cool little island right there in the middle before you get to the bridge.
Yeah.
Coney?
Must be a neat little place to hang out on.
Oh,
I don't know how many hot dogs they got here.
Oh man, here we are talking food. You're making me hungry.
It seems to happen every time. That
No, I don't
bridge
have
does not look
retractable-
very tall, does it? Holy moly.
Yeah, and I don't have any retractable gear, so I'm going to try not to drag my feet in the water.
Yeah, probably need a good washing anyway.
It'll probably cause me to do like a face plant into the water. That's a cool
Yeah.
looking bridge.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that one
stay
last week
behind
flipped you
the
right up on
Longhorn.
top of
I
it.
want to see.
Yeah, make sure I'm watching this.
Yeah,
As long
I'm
as
right
I don't
behind
hit it.
Well, I haven't changed any of my other settings and stuff, so if I hit it, I hit it.
Yeah, we never did quite figure out what it was that was doing that. That is very odd. Oh my God, that was so close. I almost went right in the water. That was so
Where you at?
close. I got the bottom of my airplane wet.
I don't even see where you are. Are you?
I'm just
Okay.
right behind you.
Oh,
Oh,
nope.
that didn't work out good.
Nope. What in the world is causing that?
That is weird. Yeah, you missed it entirely, and yet it looked like you hit a brick, invisible brick wall. That is bizarre. Get that fixed, man.
Yeah, I'll
Wouldn't that
go
did it
through
just
and,
fine?
You know, when I went under the bridge, my whole screen kind of scrambles, and then it goes
Really?
back, flashes back. Yeah.
Oh, it seems
So
like I
there's
had
some-
I had something similar to that in 2020, but I haven't seen that in a while. It's like Mr. Newbie made it just fine too. Good deal. Yeah, we need to get that figured out for you, Longhorn. That is just bizarre.
Yeah, I meant to do it last week before the group flight, but I totally spaced it out till you said something about it. So I guess I got something else to do. But yeah, it's
Alrighty.
got to be a setting, like a crash setting or something. I got crash detection turned off.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It almost seems like it's. I don't know, like part of your textures are loaded in wrong or something, or that's just bizarre. I can't even figure out what that would be.
Yeah, no clue.
Okay, if we go through this other bridge going this direction,
Yeah, I'm
then
not gonna try it
it'll
again.
line us up for the other one just fine.
I already know I can't make it under them right now. So I'll just watch you guys go under and I'll fly over.
Oh, come on. At least it's entertaining for us.
Yeah, think about us. I can't really see this bridge. I have no idea if I'm coming at it at a decent angle here. I can see the marker. Okay, yeah, I think I'll be good. I can see where the water's going to be. As soon as I go around this bend, there's going to be a bridge right there. Okay, this one ain't too bad neither. It looks nice. You're going over this little island. Watch out for that. There's a big radio antenna right on the tip.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Be careful of that. Okay, going in. Oh, I might not make this turn. Whoo, that was a close one.
Hey, I made it over it.
Nice, I saw that just in time.
I'm getting some kind of sound effect going under it though.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe, I don't know, like it's kicking up water or something.
Yes.
No, I didn't hear anything. Everybody's got different effects going on.
That's strange. All right, once we cross this other bridge, it looks like it's going to be a big one, we'll be right in line, heading right on the pink line for our next airport.
So Wingnuts jumped out of his plane now.
All right, we got all these autonomous planes going on.
Oh, there's the bridge. Oh yeah, that's a big bridge. There's multiple places to pick to go under that one.
Yeah, it's huge,
Yeah.
man. It's
Hiroshima.
I'm going to swing over here to the left part of this island and buzz the Hatakamaru ship, and that's where I'm going to go under the bridge. I tell you, I have had a number of close calls, man, where I had my wingtips just scraping the water. When we go underneath this last bridge here, remember we need to climb up to about 6,500 feet. We're going to be going over some tall stuff.
Okay.
It's just a little tug down here. It's cool looking, that Hatakamaru. Once through the bridge, we'll take a little bit of a left-hand turn. We'll be right back on course.
I got so close to that boat, I think a fisherman line caught on my wing, and I'm dragging him right out of the water.
Maybe he's got a fish or two. What's up, Bob?
Went right under you.
Went
That's
under
how
me
close
and the
I
bridge.
was.
That was all at the same time. That was pretty
You
cool.
bet.
Y'all are getting too good. That is a nice looking bridge, though, huh? I like that. Big ass one.
Yeah, that is.
It's like a
modeled very
suspension
nice.
bridge with like at least 3 or 4 suspensions to it. Oh, and then it continues over across the land too. Holy moly. Alrighty, we are on our way. Say we're going to climb up to 6,000 feet. Try to maintain 160 indicated. I know that's going to be slightly different for everybody using different weather, but that's a ballpark anyway.
There are a lot of Japanese sounding ships around here.
Yeah, that makes sense. They did a good job modeling a lot of these too. Every time I get close to it, it's pretty impressive. Got this Oriental Beauty down here, big old tanker.
I'm glad they actually have like a lot of different varieties of them too,
They do.
instead of just having like 3 or 4 to choose from.
Well, when we get to Kochi, the straightest in runway by far, and it's directly straight in, is runway 14. The other runway has an ILS approach, but I don't think we're really going to need it. Let's just go straight in. We'll fly by hand. We have a 8,000 foot of bituminous pretty much right at sea level, 37 feet of elevation. So count on runway 14 when we get to Kochi, runway 14. If you want, there is an ILS for runway 32. Maybe you could do a back course if you so desire.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I mean, it's at least it'll do the localizer, but it won't help my altitude.
Right.
But as long as it's not cloudy and rainy when I get there, I shouldn't have any problem. The weather looks actually kind of looks like few clouds to me right now, where I'm at.
Yeah, that runway is almost directly. We're on a course of 145 right now, so that runway 14 is directly in line. You can see those mountains looming up ahead. Those are some tall, tall bumps in the earth. Looks real nice though. Got the sun kind of behind him. Looks real good.
Hello, Ghost. How you doing this evening?
Can you hear me?
Hey, Coast. Greetings, buddy. Yeah, we got you loud and clear, buddy.
Yeah, I went back and found my old microphone and ditched my headset and I can get a new one.
Good deal. You sound fine. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear us just fine too.
Getting better. My son-in-law volunteered to take my new computer and fix it for me.
Good beans.
Nice.
Good beans. Have him look at that thing and figure it out.
Yeah, he can do it. So we'll
Yep.
see what happens.
I know how much you hate relegating a task like that to someone else. You'd rather do it yourself, but we need to get you back up in the sky, buddy. Get that thing fixed.
Anyway, I'm just sort of watching and listening.
So did you have a good day watching football on Sunday there? I don't even remember if the Bills won. I know it was a good game. It went back and forth. That's why I can't remember.
They won with a lot of crazy plays. And then eventually they won for some crazy reason.
There was some
When they're
there were some crazy games this weekend, man. I've never in my life seen a single play that had 3 turnovers in the same play. It was crazy.
Oh, jeez.
I'm trying to remember what game that was now. It's like, geez, a pizza. And you watch so many of them, you know. But it was like notoriously. I think it was a Thursday nighter. It was the only one on. But just back and forth. The turnovers were crazy, including that one play that had 3 turnovers. It's like first the quarterback throws an interception, and then the guy runs about 20 yards and then fumbles it. A different guy picks it up and runs 20 yards the other direction, and then he fumbled it. It's like, good Lord. Well, for probably the only time in my entire life I'm ever going to root for Green Bay, I rooted for them this week, and they did beat the Bears. Just barely. They beat the Bears. It only helped my team by about a half an inch. It didn't help it. It didn't really matter which one of those teams won, because one of them was going to get a win, and that's what we can't have. So it didn't help us all that much, but it kind of helped. Whoop, there you go.
You're welcome then.
I just saw Wingnut jump out of his plane there real quick, so that's cool. I haven't seen that in a couple weeks.
he must have got back in it because I saw him jump out 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I remember.
That is so wild while it does that.
He's just got a bunch of like crash test dummies he's chucking out the door.
Oh, as long as he's not in front of me when it happens, then. I hate that one splatter off my windshield.
So I'm getting ready to level off here at 6,500, and when I do, I'm going to bring my speed up to 160. Looks like this is going to be just enough to get over these mountains here. I got that 6,000 feet from a little nav map, and there's usually pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's I'm at 6,500 with the live weather, and it looks like I got a little bit of clearance across the top.
Yeah, it looks like I said, if we went to the left or to the right, we might be in trouble. But if we stay on the pink line, we're okay. Yeah, of course, my Lions beat who in the world? Cowboys last week, so that was exciting. I enjoyed that.
That's always a good day.
That feels like it feels like it was a year ago, but it was only last week. But it was one of those Thursday games, you know. So it's like now we got to wait all the way till Sunday to play a game. So it's like a week and a half with no football, you know.
It makes Sunday boring.
Yeah, it kind of does. It was kind of fun watching that Bears game, though. I enjoyed watching that. I don't usually get a chance to watch them. Hopefully this week I can watch them again, because the Bears come on at 1 and the Lions are on at 4:30. So hopefully I'll be able to watch both of them. That'll be cool.
Aren't the Lions playing the Rams?
The Lions are playing the Rams this week. Yes, we have to go to L.A. to play our old quarterback, Stafford. And, of course, our old quarterback is absolutely on fire right now. He is just tearing it up.
Yeah, I think the latest polls I saw put them in first place now in the West.
Yeah, I think record-wise, they're first place in the NFC all around.
Yeah, that's what I think.
They replaced the Bears.
Yep.
And it's weird, too, because with one game, the Bears went from first place down to the 7th seed. It's just such a crazy tight race in the NFC right now. It's just insane. And the Lions are only one game back, and we're not even in the playoffs at the moment. You know what I mean? We're still searching to get a wild card, and we're only one game back. It's crazy how tight the NFC race is.
Yeah, they've got the NFC West. They've got all three out of the 4 teams are right now in the playoffs if it were to end today. And the only team isn't is my Cardinals.
Of course.
But they do have the benefit of being the second team to be officially eliminated from the playoff contention.
Right on. Now you're just kind of fighting to see who gets the best pick.
Yep, that's what they're saying. Is like, well, they're on path right now to have a top 5 pick. It'd be interesting to see how they use it because I mean I think it's a given that Murray's not going to be there next year, and I'd like to say the current quarterback is good. I mean he's blown away statistic wise. I mean he's setting all kinds of records. Actually, they said he's leading the NFL in yards and completions since he took over, but he's only won 1 game. So,
oh yeah.
Now. But granted, a lot of that is, I mean, we're like on our 4th string running backs.
Right.
And we keep losing our, J.J. Harrison Jr.? Keep losing him. I mean, he came back for a game and hurt his
He's big
ankle
for you
this
guys.
time. So we have, the only consistent one we have is Trey McBride? It's the other Trey. We have 2 guys named Trey. I think one of them is out for the season now, but then the other one is the only one that's just on fire. But he's the only player that's consistent for them. Everybody else is just not doing so
just
good.
Not getting it done. Yeah,
Everybody
I'm familiar with that. I'm an old Lions fan going way back, and that describes my Lions for decades, man. Especially for we had Matthew Stafford for 14 years. 14 years he played for us, and every game he would get out there and set some kind of record and just blow everybody away with his skills. He was just amazing, and we couldn't win a game. We couldn't win a game to save our ass, and it would really piss me off again. I'd be at work and people are like, "Oh, fucking Stafford just can't win, man. Screw Stafford." And I'm like, all Stafford does is like set records every day. I don't know what game you're looking at, but Stafford is an absolute superstar. Absolute superstar. And they just didn't believe me. They're like, we don't see it. We're not winning, so screw him. And I'm like, you people are so short-sighted. Stafford is an absolute superstar. And sure as shit, we trade him to L.A. In his first year, he goes to the Super Bowl. And ever since then, he's just like, people are talking about him nonstop about how great he is. I'm like, look, we had that guy for 14 years. I don't think it was his fault that we were losing,
Well, and that's what kind of the way I feel about Bissett is, I mean, he's throwing well over 300 yards, sometimes 400 yards a game. His quarterback rating, I think, was like 97.5. His completion percentage is like through the roof, but they're not winning. It's like,
I do agree that there is something to be said about that maybe in the situation that we were in, Stafford was kind of to blame for us not losing. I mean, he was setting records all over the place, and he was working twice as hard as everybody else, but, maybe there's something to it that he just can't win. But he's winning now. I tell you what, he's been winning for the last 5 years like it's going out of style. And it's really strange. We traded our quarterback to the Rams, and they traded their quarterback to us because they had the same problem. It's like they had Goff, and Goff is a great quarterback, and they're just like, he's just not doing it here. He traded him to us, and we've been great ever since. So it is so bizarre how that works, that one player, we get their quarterback, and he's a superstar here. They get our quarterback, and he's a superstar there. That's got to be one of the best trades in Super Bowl or NFL history, It worked out great for both of us. We're getting close, though. Let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, we're only 12 miles out. We better start looking to see what we got here.
what's the name of this airport we're going to?
Kobe
RJOK?
or something like that?
All right.
Hey, what's up, Miss Newbie? I'm going to squeak right over the top of you here, Miss Newbie, and I'll be in front here. Alrighty, keep your eyes open for that airport. We're going to be coming in right down the pipe. I do believe I already see it. Yeah, it's Kochi, not Kobe. Kochi. Bring her down. It's weird, this runway almost looks kind of red, like it's made out of bricks or something. You know how we were talking last week when we got to Hiroshima, that there was really nothing there. In the game, there was no, they didn't go over it with a fine-tooth comb and make it look real nice. There was no bespoke airport or anything like that. But Nagasaki, now when we get to Nagasaki, I'm looking forward to that because that's one of the bespoke airports themselves. They made that look really nice. So that should be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you picked that. I was looking at the original flight plan. It showed before I used your flight plan, and it said, well, that's a bespoke airport. And then I saw once it got in, it's like, oh, good, you did pick that one.
Yep.
So apparently, there's no button on my GPS for a back course on this model.
Oh, not on that one, huh? Well,
Nope.
I guess.
I know whatever I flew last week, it had an REV button, reverse, and that
Right.
one worked. This one, and so they either have reverse or back course, and this doesn't have either one. So it's like, nope, guess I'll just hand fly it in.
Oh, maybe it's like the Hercules, the Captain Sim Hercules. They call it something else. What do they call it? Like the blue localizer or something like that?
No, this is the Garmin 1000s. So it's got that little autopilot button stack, like just to the left of the MFD. So it's got the autopilot, yaw damper, flight director, heading, nav, approach, altimeter, vertical nav, vertical speed, FLC, and then nose up and nose down. It almost looks like there's a dirt runway to the right of the runway.
That's that orange,
looks
or
like.
that, yeah, that's the thing that looks like clay. Bricks or something. Well, according to the airport information, that's not a runway.
But it almost looks like it's been like mowed down because it has a different texture than both sides of it. It like looks like clean dirt. But the runway definitely stands out though. So that's, you can definitely tell the runway on this.
Is there such a thing as clean dirt?
All right.
Yeah,
Mowed dirt, pat dirt.
it's been raked.
Nice catch,
There you
Rob.
You can sift through the dirt, get all the icky stuff out of it, I guess. Heck, I used to eat that stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah, me too. It's good. You bake it first and get rid of all the germs.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
I have heard that that's good to do with like potting soil and stuff. If you've got potting soil laying around your house and you're getting ready to pot a plant, if your potting soil has been laying around a while, pop it onto a baking sheet and put it in the oven really hot, and it'll kill any bugs that are in there. Look, oh, that's a good idea, actually. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll have bugs all over your potted plants. So, apparently in Japan, they drive on the left-hand side of the road. I should have asked JMB that when he was here a couple weeks ago, but I'm just looking at this freeway down here, and everybody's driving on the left.
That is true. And the steering wheel's on the right side of your vehicle. It took me a while to get a hang of that when I lived over here.
Boy, I tell you, I think that would, yeah, it would be unsafe for me. I'd probably be pulling out into traffic into the wrong lane all the time. All right, lasers on half mile final. Runway, what is it? 14.
You're gonna get yelled at by by ground control wing nut as fast as you're cruising down that taxiway.
All
That
righty,
was going pretty fast.
let's meet back up on 14. Yeah, I noticed Bob does like to taxi pretty quick. Got things to do. He's got to get there fast.
More power.
I just got tired of doing career mode when they yell at you as soon as you hit 25 knots. Give you a couple demerits.
Yeah, luckily those demerits don't really cost you much money or reputation.
Whoa. Had an interesting thing happen yesterday. I flew into San Jose, and I had forgot back when they had that massive sale, it must have been Black Friday sale, I had bought the North American Trains add-on.
Oh, cool.
And I never saw any trains. I mean, I totally forgot from the time I installed it that I even had it. But when I was flying into
Because you never
San
see
Jose yesterday, yeah, I flew to San Jose. Yes, well, everywhere I fly, there's no train tracks. But yesterday, flying into San Jose, I saw this big red train just like cruising down the track. It's like, oh,
Cool.
It's like, but I have the San Jose. I purchased that airport for 2020, like 5 years ago. So I was like, I wonder if that's part of that. And then I went and looked at my library, and I saw that no, I got North American Trains.
Cool. So it finally works, or you just finally found a train?
Oh, I just finally found a train because everywhere else I fly, there's no train.
Yeah, there's not very many around. I mean, I bet you there's certain parts of the world, though. I mean, you would think you would see them in Japan here and there. They got lots of trains around here.
No, it's only North America though.
Oh, I see. So yeah,
So
there's
it's
probably
just
only
Mexico.
one train track.
No, there's a lot of them.
I know, I kid.
If I
I'm
just
joking.
if I flew, I know when I lived in Toledo, there was trains everywhere.
Yeah, we got train tracks around here. I hear them. I've never seen a train, but I do hear them. I hear them honking their horns. And there's
Yeah.
crossroads here and there, but I've never had to stop for one. Alrighty, guys. Looks like the whole gang is back. Let's go ahead and get these birds up into the air. Right on. We're going to take a right-hand turn out of here and get right back on course. I think we better go back up to 6,500 again, because we've got the same mountain range we're going back over. Lazerbolt spooling up, and we're rolling.
It's funny, my single engine plane doesn't keep up with you going down the runway, but once I get going, then it'll pass you. So those twin engines really help you guys.
Yeah, I've noticed over the years that the twin engines, a lot of times they don't help your speed all that much, but they help you climb. You can climb like a billy goat with a twin engine airplane. You can have a really steep climb and it doesn't slow you down that much.
Hey, you missed a bridge to your left.
Yep, it wasn't a POI, so I
Pretty
said
low.
screw it. Yeah, I'd like to see you go into that one.
I can't go under a tall bridge. I'm going to try that one.
I'd still like to see it. Yep, I do believe this is just a straight point-to-point from this airport to the next. No POIs here. Should be nice though. We're going right over some really nice looking mountain range. Well, our next stop is going to be Romeo Juliet Foxtrot Romeo, Kitakyushu. So when we get there, let's land on runway 36, 36, straight north, straight north. We're coming in at a little bit of a T-bone angle on this airport, but runway 36 ought to get us there just fine. There is no ILS on either approach here, so we're just going to do it by hand. We got 8,200 feet of asphalt though, so that's real good. 36. Yeah, I really intended to fly a little bit more in that Dirty 30 this week, but that Stranger Things downloadable content came out, and I spent most of the week flying that, and recording it, and making a video about it and stuff. Never had a chance to hop in that Dirty 30. I'm still
Yeah,
kind
I
of
did
hoping.
a little bit.
Did you do a couple more ILS approaches on that thing?
Yeah, I did. And very successful.
I like hearing that. I'm going to have to show you. I'm going to have you show me how to get that done. Because in 2 weeks we're probably going to be doing C-130s again, and I wouldn't mind using that Dirty 30. But it'd be helpful
Well,
if we could do some ILS landings. I'd like to learn how to do that. Like I said, I kind of know how to do it, but the last couple of times I did it, it didn't work out so well.
Yeah, maybe it was just, altitude difference, or could have been anything.
Yeah, like I
Could've been,
said, maybe I wasn't lined up with it quite squarely, and when it
Yeah, that
lined
can
me
happen.
up, when it turned me
Yep.
towards the line, it almost flipped me over. It was so aggressive. And plus, there's adjustments in the airplane you can make where it doesn't, like maybe I turned off the safety so it doesn't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm no expert by no means. Maybe I was just lucky. I don't know.
Nah, sounds like you got it figured out.
You kept my pictures up there. How'd you like the frost on the front of my airplane?
I've never seen an airplane that frosty. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I landed and saw that, I said, "You got to be kidding me!"
Yeah, let me show
That was
that on
cold.
stream. Yeah, this one in particular, I mean, look at that. That looks cold, man. You said you're flying around Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty frosty. I like that airplane, though. The Air Force W7 going on. Neat.
That was the long version too. The
Oh, is it?
stretch model? Yep.
Okay, I was wondering about that paint job. I've never flown the long one. I just like the short one better. Yeah, that's a impressive looking airplane.
W7 was taken after the C-47 W7 that we have
really?
here.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like that. It's got the World War II paint job with the stripes on there and everything.
Yeah, it was patterned after the W7 that they used for the when they went over to Normandy, for the return
Okay.
to Normandy thing.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, I remember the C-47s had that going on. The Goonie birds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That thing did frost right up though. Holy moly.
Yeah, it did.
Was that? Did you have any kind of anti-icing going on, and it still did that, or?
I did. Yeah.
Wowee.
The windows. The windows didn't freeze up because it has NISA window shield heat.
Oh, good.
So the windows. I mean, you could see the ice around the edges, but the main glass stayed clear.
Right. Well, that's good. Well,
You
that's
could
an
see it on
improvement.
the tail and on the wing.
Oh yeah,
tips.
it's thick. It's thick,
everywhere.
man. It looks like with all that on the wings too, you'd probably lose quite a bit of lift. Yeah, that's a pretty cool picture.
So what kind of an approach is an RNP approach? I've never heard that term before.
RNP, huh? Jeez, I don't know.
Not familiar with it.
Are you seeing that in
Is
the
it?
approach chart?
Yeah, it says for runway 36 it has an RNP, and then it says GNSS, RF required. But there's no frequencies listed or anything like that, so I'm not
That's
sure.
at our airport coming up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, they don't
It's
have
got a
any kind of
chart.
electronic navigation here at all.
The other runway does, actually. 18
Does it?
has a ILS.
Does they have an ILS?
Yep. Let's see, this is
Huh, it doesn't say so for me.
RJFR, yeah, ILS 18.
Really? Yeah, I got nothing. I got one weird thing is it says I got 13 knot wind, which is incredible. I never have that high wind with this weather pattern I've got. But it recommends both runway 18 and 36. It recommends both of them. But I don't have ILS on either one of them. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not showing that either. Are you looking on a little map, or are you looking on the
No,
EFP?
in the EFP.
Really?
Mine's not showing
You
it.
sure you got the right airport?
RJFR.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. Yeah, I got
It's,
nothing.
Yeah, it says Japan Kitakyushu.
That's
How
the
do you
one.
pronounce that? Yeah,
Weird.
ILS ILSY runway 18. Frequency is 109.15. But since I
Okay,
can't do it
that's
backwards,
weird.
that's kind of irrelevant.
Huh, yeah. Go figure. Well, you want to come in on runway 18 instead? It doesn't really matter. We're approaching this at a bit of a T-bone. Doesn't matter. We do 118 if you want.
Yeah, I'll do 180 because if I didn't even look at to see what angle we're coming at. Yeah, we are. We're kind of gonna hit it as a T.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we could pick either one. So let's go ahead and do 18 instead. Let's try that.
well, the frequency is 109.15.
Right on. I'm going to let you do it, and I'm going to watch you and see what happens.
Is it 109.5?
0.15. Let me see what it says for me, anyways, as far as the recommended runway. Yeah, it's recommending runway 18. Says there's a 6-knot headwind on 18, but an 11-knot crosswind on both runways. One from the left, one from the right. So there's a heck of a crosswind for me, anyway. You guys shouldn't have much weather.
And what kind of magnetic heading are you?
Let me go back to the chart. Oops. 178.
178?
Okay.
Yep.
78. Okay, go ahead and set that all up here real quick.
Yeah, me too. I figured I might as well try. That is odd that it didn't have that on my chart, and neither on Bob's too, so weird.
It's probably that glitch that I run into all the time with the, where I don't have, like right now, I don't see the FAA or LAA or whatever it is, the two different options for charts. I don't see those buttons on the bottom of mine. But before I got into the flight, I went to the EFB and I went and picked all the ILS runways for the airports we're landing at and just added them or just saved them.
Right.
So now when I go into my charts, they're all showing. I probably wouldn't have seen them now because I don't have those buttons for the FAA or for the FAA charts and stuff.
So what'd you say that course heading was? 185?
178.
178. All right.
Got it set up. We'll see what happens if
Same.
if I smash into the ground. We'll blame Laser or Longhorn.
First you can blame me, and then blame Longhorn. They might just take us out over the ocean or something, who knows?
Well, I hope it works. It's weird that only he's seeing it.
Yeah, it's always something, isn't it? They're throwing us curveballs constantly up in here.
Maybe Longhorn should come up and lead the pack on the approach.
As we keep an eye on him. Watch, he was just joking the whole time. It's going to send us right into a mountain.
So where is my, I'm trying to adjust my course setting. I see the dial on the G1000, but I don't see what it's changing. Or maybe I got to switch to the CDI. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
you do. Yeah.
Okay, so let me change it now. Well, go back to, oh shoot, go back to 178. Okay, so wonder if it'll hold. Cause I know whatever the aircraft that we were doing that before, you can't change it until you're actually on the localizer.
Yeah, some of them are like that, but some of them will let you change it ahead. I think this one will. Or well,
Nope.
you're in a different airplane.
Yeah, it reset. I changed it to 178, and then I went back to the GPS pink line, and as soon as I went back to the localizer again, it reset it back to my heading.
Right, that's the
So I'll have to do
C-130
it.
does that too. The old C-130H.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do it when I get closer. I'm still 107 miles out.
Yeah, when we get about 50 miles out, I'm going to swing over to the right a little bit and line up that 1.8. Watch this beautiful ILS landing. Yeah, it's good to see you with us tonight, Mr. Newbie. We missed you last week.
Yeah, Sim seems to be holding up pretty well, I must say.
Yeah. Last time we saw you, that thing kept crashing on you, and it looks like it's doing just fine tonight, huh?
Oh, it does fine.
That is cool.
Actually,
Yeah,
just
so
got it back up there earlier this afternoon, so it was quite a long week.
so apparently, what was crashing your sim was some kind of add-on, huh?
Well, actually, the Armory Crate, which is it's a software for the GPU, which controls like the lights and the AI suite. I think it's something to do with the lights as well, all from the GPU and the motherboards actually.
Yeah, that stuff can be hard to figure out what's causing the problem. I'm glad you figured it out.
Thank God for ChatGPT because Microsoft support was no help. I just pasted EGR in ChatGPT and it gave me the answers and told me step by step what to try.
Well, it is good for something. All right.
Yep.
And that's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard other people say that it really fixed up their computer. Travis for one, our buddy Travis, he was having trouble with finding any information on the problem he had. He typed it into ChatGPT and it fixed him right up. Which kind of like, it makes me scratch my head. It's like, well, how the hell does ChatGPT know how to fix it if you can't even Google it? You know what I mean?
I've been using it to create flight plans. I'll go into it and I'll say, give me a 1 hour flight plan using this aircraft. And I'll say like with horrible snowy weather or with, clear blue skies or something scenic or whatever. And it gives me a really cool flight plan.
Yeah, kooky.
I thought about that.
The only thing I hate about ChatGPT, and just AI in general, like AI music generator programs and stuff, the only problem I have is they work so damn good. They work so freaking good. It's spooky, man. It's like I tried that Sumo music generator once, and it's like it almost pissed me off because it's like, this is too good. This absolutely, it blew my mind. My jaw was on the floor when I heard the first song it generated for me. I'm like, oh my god, this is too good.
Yeah, I might need the ILS because it's getting really cloudy now.
Is it starting to cloud up for you, huh?
Yeah, I can't even see anything anymore now. Just in a white out.
Okay, well, good luck.
You might need to climb to get out of it. It'd be more interesting if you descended, though, because the mountains are down there.
And we don't have clouds. We can see you.
I'm just being ornery this evening.
Yeah, that's been my number one thing all week. Like I said, it's just been a weird week with people's saltiness is just kind of getting to me. I'm generally a pretty happy guy, but it's like the one thing that pisses me off is people around me being negative. And it's like, it's an oxymoron, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm trying to be happy over here, you fucks. Why don't you just knock it off? Life isn't that bad, and life isn't that difficult. Get your head out of your ass and stop being so salty all the time. Jeez, oh Pete. It's a vicious cycle. It feeds on itself, and you just keep getting more and more negative, and just knock it off. And then everybody's like, geez, you're in a bad mood. I'm like, what? No, the opposite. Oh yeah, this leg here we're on currently is easily the longest leg of the flight tonight, so just sit back and relax.
Long when you got a headwind against you, you're like falling back to 2.5 miles.
It said I was catching up, but yeah, I do have a 29 knot headwind.
Oof, that's a doozy.
I thought you must have, yeah.
Yeah, my ground speed's 174, but my true airspeed's 200.
So my ground speed's 173.
Yeah, so I'm keeping up with you, but only because I've got
Right.
the throttle maxed out.
Yeah, I'm 160 on the nose here, airspeed.
I did discover a setting that I had that was like I couldn't figure out why everything was not as crisp as I remember it being. I was using the fixed foveated rendering in both my Pimax software and in Flight Simulator. So it was
So
like
it was
doubling
double,
it up. It was
double
blurring
field of
everything.
view. Yeah, when you're in VR, that foveated rendering, it really makes a big difference. I've noticed, just where it only renders what you're directly looking at. I mean, right in front of your face. Everything else is super blurry, but you don't notice it because you don't see that. You know.
Well, in my case with the crystal light, anyways, even off to the edges of it, it's still it doesn't blur it enough. I mean, I probably like I'm looking out to to the edges right now. I can just barely read the writing, and if I look straight at it, then everything's crystal clear. So it's enough that you don't even notice it because I have a habit of anyway just turning my head to look at the gauges.
Yeah, it's stuff like that like I've said before, that it's like computers and everything and technology and chips keep getting better and better all the time. But one of the biggest things that's happened in the last decade or so is software. Software is getting so much better. You know, I mean, it's not just your machines are running things quicker. Software is more advanced now than ever, and that's a good example. That's something that some clever person came up with that idea, and it works like a charm. You know, works like an absolute charm, and it's perfect for VR.
Yeah, about the only thing that would make it better would be the eye tracking, which the crystal light doesn't offer. But then it's like no matter where you move your eyes, everything you see is going to be clear.
Yeah, the only problem is to get eye tracking on your VR. That's going to add $1,000 to it right there.
Yeah, the next step up from my crystal light is the crystal super or the super crystal, whatever it's called. But it's also like an 8K resolution, and it's like just unreal.
Right.
But
my
that
eyes
came
aren't
out
even
like-
good enough to perceive 8K.
So I think I'll mess around with switching back and forth between the Pimax software and Flight Simulator and see which one gives me the better performance.
Right.
But right now I'm happy. I mean, it's crystal, it's clear, it's smooth. There's like no hesitation at all in this thing. It's like perfectly smooth now.
That is good.
Great.
Yeah, I'm at like 42 frames per second in VR. And when I go out of VR, if I turn the VR off, I'm at like 120 frames per second.
Sounds like you're in your sweet spot. I wouldn't mess with it too much.
Yeah, I'd like
I'd
to get
like
it to where when I'm in the Dirty 30, I can fly that in VR. Because the Dirty 30 hits your system a little hard anyway as it is. And then when I put VR on top of that, it's pretty chunky. You know, usually in any, like if I was in VR right now in this Diamond, it would look fine. You know, it'd be just fine. But in that Dirty 30, it gets pretty crunchy, man. Of course, I haven't tried it since the new update. I should do that.
Did you see any improvement with the new update?
Just general frame rates and stuff. I don't know. I don't generally have too many problems, so I don't know. I think everything still works fine. I haven't had. Remember, a couple weeks in a row, I had my game just crash on me. It just crashed right to the desktop. I haven't had that in a while, so I don't know if that's even related. Probably not. But it's everything seems pretty Gucci right now.
Yeah, they did fix a couple of the annoyances, like when I use air traffic control, how it was putting like underscoring after everything it's said for every aircraft name. So it got rid of that. So now it actually reads it back the way it's supposed to. So that was fixed, but they didn't fix the EFB in VR where I can't scale it. I mean, it's locked in at this massive, like, takes
Really?
up half my cockpit.
That's weird
So
because that's one of the things that I checked. Like, I don't know, I was in VR maybe 2 weeks ago. It was before the big update, and yeah, that was one of the things I made sure I checked because I remember you talking about that as being an issue this whole time. It's been an issue for you, but my EFB was fine. It's about to. I don't know if I can scale it, but it looks like the size of a tablet. I usually just take it and put it over on the passenger side or the co-pilot side, so it's out of the way. but it's certainly not huge or nothing.
Oh yeah, mine. If I put it up on my dash, it literally takes half the dash. And
Wow,
even if I do I've got it on tablet size small, and no matter what, if I go small, medium, or large, it doesn't change the size. It's all the same size. And there's no grab handles on the edges to like scale it down.
I wonder if you change the size of it when you're not in VR. You know what I mean? Just like regular flying, go into the settings, make it small, and then see if that does it. Like you can't do it in the middle of VR somehow. I don't know. Be something to try anyway.
Okay, so let's see.
Speaking of VR, I was looking at trying to get a replacement headset. I actually have a Quest 2. Yeah, Quest 2. Those supers are quite hefty. And I'm seeing also that it's talking about a subscription or membership something. Is that needed for the flight sim, or can I use flight sim without that?
You can use flights if you're talking about for which one, which headset?
Pimax Nose 2.
Okay, the Pimax. Well,
yeah.
They advertise it as a subscription, but it's really what it is they just it's a set price. Like I think if I remember right, it was like $250 for like to buy it, and then to continue to use it. The subscription price you could either pay monthly or just pay it off in full, and it worked out to be like $800. But that's actually the price of the headset anyway. So what they're doing is they're letting you get into it at a lower upfront cost, and then just pay till the monthly fee or whatever till it's been paid off, so that you don't have to come up with all the money at once. But no, if you do like I did, I just paid it all just at once, so there's no subscription or anything.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just a marketing gimmick, and as a matter of fact, I think Quest started doing that, but the last I heard, I thought Pimax was going away from that because they got too much fallback from it, because it's like, no, you're still going to pay for the whole thing anyways, but it's like, well, but this way you can get in and try it out for a lower price, and yeah, if you don't do the subscription, then it becomes a brick.
Well, it might be just the terminology of it. It's confusing people.
Yeah.
If they just said basically it's a payment plan, it's a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, that confused me like crazy when I was first looking into getting it. It's like, what do you mean I got to pay monthly to use this thing? And then when I looked into it, it's like, oh no, it's like, no, you can pay for like the whole thing at once. As a matter of fact, there's like a savings of like $60 or something if you just paid it up front instead of doing the monthly plan. And it's like, oh, okay, so they're just letting you buy it for a lower price up front, but then you're making payments on it.
So when it's all done and said, are you paying more? Like there's interest involved, or
no,
I would be surprised. No, it's the same price.
Nope.
Okay, well that's impressive. That's not even no interest
whatever,
on here. That's cool.
Yeah, whatever they advertise the selling price of it is, that's what it works out to be if you do the payment thing.
Oh, that's impressive. Hey, speaking of monthly prices, my Starlink, haven't mentioned that in a while, but I realize now they changed their pricing on the Starlink. Did you notice that, Longhorn? Well, I don't know if you do what I do, but I got the Starlink in my RV, and when I'm not using it, on a month I'm not using it, I just go into the app and I disconnect. Just turn off the billing, and it used to be free. Now, if you disconnect your service from them, they still charge you $5. It's like, oh, well, that's weird, huh? So basically, I'm on standby, so they don't charge me $50 a month when I'm not using it. But it's just weird that I'm getting charged $5 a month now. I just noticed that.
Yeah, well, no, because I have the residential plan. They sent me an email where I can get as a matter of fact, I ordered it back on November 26th. I've got the Mini on order now, and it's an add-on to my residential plan. I keep my residential plan, which is $120 a month for my internet, but now I've got the Mini coming, and the
Mini.
Mini.
You use that in your RV?
Yep, they gave it for free, and
really?
It comes with the $5 a month standby plan, or I can do the light roaming plan for $50, or the unlimited for $165. But the thing is, by the plan that I'm on now, I get those at half price. So I could do the 50 gigabyte plan for $25, or the other plan for $82.50.
$82.50 unlimited. That's not bad.
Yeah, so I have a feeling I'm going to wind up doing that when we go camping. I'll do the unlimited plan, because I also found they prorate it too. So if I can plan my trips for like the end of the month and switch to roaming, because if
It'll
you
be even cheaper.
upgrade, yeah, well it is. If you upgrade, then it takes effect immediately. No, if you upgrade, it's prorated. So like my billing cycle starts on the 1st of the month. So if I upgraded on the 15th of the month to do the unlimited plan, and so instead of paying $82.50, I'll pay half that. Now when you downgrade, then that doesn't take effect until your next billing cycle. So, for instance, if I'm going to camp the last week of the month, I'll just turn it on a couple days before that trip, so I'll only have roughly 8-9 days of the month on that $82.50. So I'll pay probably like $15-20, and then just make sure that I shut it off as of before the 1st, because if I don't turn it off on the 1st, then I will get billed the $82.50 for the whole next month, and it will be in effect for that entire month.
Yeah, that sounds pretty much what I do too. I don't do the unlimited plan because I don't really need that. The $50 a month plan works just fine for me, because I go camping in the summertime maybe once 1 week out of the month, maybe. So 50 gigs is fine for me. I can last a week on 50 gigs, no problem. And what I like about it is it's $50 for 50 gigs, and if you use 53 gigs, they charge you $3. If you use 55 gigs, they'll charge $5. You know what I mean? It's $1 a gig, no matter how you do it. And I'm like, that's fine. $1 a gig, that's fine.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to see how we would do in the RV, because my wife and I, we like to watch shows and stuff, especially when we check in for the night. So we want to stream stuff. But when I went and looked at my Starlink residential plan and my usage at the house, I'm using between 60 and 90 gigabytes a day.
Yeah, I'm using a lot at home too, but when I'm camping I use a lot less because I don't have my big screen. I'm just using my laptop computer and my phone. And when I'm watching something on my laptop, I can turn it down to like 480p, turn the resolution way the hell down, and it still looks fine. It's a little screen anyway, And I don't go through too much.
Well, and that's kind of what I'm thinking because the only thing in my trailer that will be using the internet is my wife and I, our phones. I've got a security camera in there. What else? Oh, the TV, but the TVs are just 32-inch TVs, so they're just 720p. So I don't need 4K or anything for streaming anything. And then usually during the day we'll stream music. So I might be able to get by for a week on 50. I'm sure I can get by for at least 3 or 4 days on 50 gigabytes. So I'll probably do the unlimited plan the first time, and I'll see how much
it works.
Yeah,
if it's only $80 for you, that's a pretty good deal. $80, man.
Well, yeah, for the whole week.
And like you said, if you do it right, that's even less.
Well, yeah, because I've looked, some of the campgrounds we've gone to, they offer their internet, but shit, it's like $10 a day for their high-speed internet, which is really low speed. So
I've never been to a campground that had good internet. Never. Every campground you go to has some kind of internet. They're like, hey, sign in with this, blah, blah, blah. And it's always just the worst. It's so bad. It's so terrible. I've never even bothered.
We've been to one campground that actually had decent internet, and it was actually free.
Really? That's cool.
Yep. So it's because I have Dish Network for my home TV, and I can use the Dish Network app on my Fire Stick, and we can stream anything from my DVR that I've got recorded at home, or we can stream any of our channels. And so we were watching all of our shows and stuff there, and it was actually well enough to watch it. Yeah. But every other place that we've been to, it's like, this is like 10 megabits. It's like this is not streaming anything. It just kept glitching and pausing and buffering, and so I gave up paying at campgrounds.
That's one thing I like about having YouTube TV is I can access it from anywhere. It doesn't matter what state I'm in. Alrighty, we're 45 miles out. This does bring up the interesting observation that this is our penultimate stop for the evening, gentlemen. When we get down, we're going to take a 10-minute break. So it'll give you a chance to get a snack, get a drink, pet the dog, like and subscribe. You can even download the flight plan and come join us if you'd like. So when we get there, 10-minute break.
Yeah,
reminder, we're coming in runway 18. We're going to try that mysterious ILS approach 18.
Yeah, I'm going to drop my altitude to 4,000. That's what the chart's recommending for getting on the approach.
Right, I'm going to do that here in a couple of minutes, but I'm going to swing out to the right here first. I'm going to swing to the right considerably, actually.
Yeah, I stuck a picture of the W7 C-47 up in the...
Oh, I see that. That's cool.
That's also me in the pilot seat.
Is that right? Are you kidding me?
Did you get to fly it?
Oh,
No.
dude, that's dope. I love it. They didn't let you fly, huh? Dude,
Well,
that's crazy.
When sitting there, I was sitting on the ground and nobody was there, so I just jumped in.
Yeah, that's got the exact same paint job that the Wingnuts Hercules has. Very cool.
Oh wow.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I-
I really
I
like
think
that Goonie bird. That's a great airplane. Love it.
Flies at all the local air shows here.
That's a fun airplane to fly, even. Well, I mean, in the Sims here.
Yeah, I agree. I like that one a lot. It ain't easy to fly, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I could tell already. I'm gonna need ILS.
You're going to be getting it, you say?
The ILS.
Right.
Yeah, I need ILS. I mean, it is completely overcast.
Oh,
now.
I see what you're
I'll-
saying. Sorry, I misunderstood you there. Yeah, you got some terrible weather going on over here, don't you?
Yeah. Actually, I've got rain up ahead of me. It's like the rain is like concentrated around the airport. I should be passing you. I'm passing right underneath the wingman right now, I think.
I saw Wingnut a second ago. I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah. I just went under him. Oh, he just turned off to the right too now. But let's do. Change my heading for now.
Well, since we're right near sea level, I'm going to drop her down to 3,000 feet. That should be plenty to get underneath that glide slope, as long as we're far enough out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, on the chart it's showing the first marker for the approach is labeled Asari, A-S-A-R-I, and it says be at 4,000 feet at that one.
Oh, right on. I'll go to 3,500. Yeah, usually 4,000 is fine, as long as you're at sea level. You know what I mean? You got to adjust that when you're higher elevation. But you got to be 20 miles out. If you're closer than that, you're going to miss it.
Yeah, and then the next marker, it didn't say what else you could be at that one, Burbo, but then after that is FR 853, says be at 2,500 for that one.
Alrighty, I'm at 36 out.
So, let's,
He must have some other kind of add-on for his EFB.
no, I'm just looking at the chart, the ILS chart.
Okay.
I'll put a screenshot. Oh, that's another thing they added that I really like now. Now I only get one view in my monitor now, so now I can actually do a screen print without having to go out of VR.
Oh, dude, that's cool. That's cool. That means I can stream in VR and it doesn't have the double picture. Cool.
Yep. So I'm going to take a picture.
Wow, I could pop my headset on right now if I wanted to. I love how this is the only game I've ever seen. It can't be the only one, but this is the only one I've ever used that it lets you pop in and out of VR on the fly. You know, most other games, if you want to use VR, you have to tell it right before it even loads the game. You know, you say, okay, I want to be in VR, and then you're stuck in VR, you know, or in flat screen. But in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I can just pop my headset on right now and turn it on, and bang, it loads into VR, and I'm flying just fine. It's fantastic. Which, that's kind of handy, because then it's like, you got this big, long flight, and I don't need that heavy-ass thing on my face for the next hour. But I'll put it on for the landing, you know. Yeah, I didn't know that was something they were working on, but that's cool. 'Cause every time I recorded a video in VR, I would have to use the headset. I would have to record it from the headset, which is a lower quality. Plus, I would have to pick one eye or the other.
Yep. I just put a picture of my cockpit using that. I'm in VR when I took that picture.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, it is a little bit close to your face, I guess, but you can't move it farther away from your face and make it smaller.
Oh no, yeah, oh yeah, oh I could.
Yeah, it's not that huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just showing you what the what my view of my chart looks like. I've got it
Oh,
zoomed
that's a
in
different.
right now.
That's a different chart than the one I was looking at. I was just looking at the one on the map. Okay, okay. You're using the actual chart function down there at the bottom of the list of stuff. Okay, yeah, I did not know that had an ILS. That's weird. I wonder why one chart has it and the other one doesn't.
What chart were you looking at?
Just like when you click on it on the map, and then it tells you a list of all the runways and it tells you all the frequencies and everything.
Oh, okay, I see what you're. Okay, let me go back to that map. Close that out. So if you zoom in and click on it. Oh, well, when I click on the airport on the map on the EPI, it gives me an option. It says remove from flight plan, add to flight plan, direct to, or more info.
Ooh, as if it's a different airport.
And then the more info.
But everything about it says it's the right one. The Romeo Juliet Foxtrot Romeo Kitakyushu. It's the same place. All right.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Coming in at runway 18 with this here localizer.
Let me go back to my chart so I know what the heck I'm doing. Save
Still
chart.
says I got 13 knot wind, and that's a lot for the weather pattern I got going on. It might be a good thing that we're doing that ILS approach. Cool. I just picked up the localizer. That's a good deal. My course heading flipped around. Yeah, good deal. There actually is a broadcast ILS going on. Neat. Well, we'll be counting on you from now on. That if we say there's no ILS, but there is, straighten us out.
Yeah, I just save all the ones. When you go and click on it, just click on all the airports that you put in the flight plan, and then click on them in the flight plan, and then hit the little screen for charts and stuff, and then I just click on the ILS ones and just say add flight or save it, and then at the bottom of the EFB there's a little tab, looks like a clipboard. You can click on it and it'll show you your charts for either this flight or save charts, and so I've got them all listed under save charts right now. So I just click on that tab and it just shows me just the ones that I've saved.
Interesting.
So it makes it real handy to just choose.
Yeah,
the
I
right
never
ones.
bothered using that chart because the exact charts you're using, because I figured they're the same, right? I don't need to use that if it's the same, but no, apparently they're not the same.
Yeah, this actually looks like an FAA chart.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's
Oh, it
got
is.
your
Yeah, it looks
altitude.
like the actual one.
Yeah, it's got your altitudes, your frequencies, missed approach stuff, hazards, and all kinds of stuff.
All right, level at 3,500. About 24 out. Got quite a ways to go before I'm actually in front of the runway, though. Pretty much heading for that, what is it, OCT? That the VOR called OCT?
I don't have it on my.
Or it might be a DME, I don't know, but it's still called OCT. It's one of the two,
There
either
is
VOR.
There is a VOR station at that airport too, with the frequency. Of course, that won't help us with a ILS landing, but it'll take you right to the airport.
Yeah, bad weather, that could be pretty handy. But you don't want to get lost around here. I mean, you get up out over the ocean.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm under the clouds, but it's definitely raining around here. I can see like rain showers all around me, and the clouds above me are black. But I'm low enough. Well, unless I keep going on my current path, then I'm going to be in the clouds again. But right now, I can see the water and everything.
Oh wow, you ain't kidding. I just switched to live weather. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, it's the whole everything to the west of me, like I'm headed right into it, is just completely socked in with rain. Now the airport looks like it's got a clearing around it, but it's got rain
It
all
does.
the way circling it.
Yeah, the airport's in a big flat spot, actually. And, yeah, the whole city And then the airport's right on the coast. I can see it from here actually.
Okay, interesting. Now I didn't have to adjust my course again. It automatically, when I just hit the CDI to change it to the localizer, it automatically filled in my course of 178.
Really? I didn't know they did that.
Well, that's cool, so I don't have to go and adjust that. So now I'm going to start making my turn towards the airport. I'm flying right over RJTT. It's on the other side of the water.
Yeah, that's the one that's right on the coast, yeah. We're kind of straight in for that right now if I turn, but I'm going to go past it to RJFR.
Oops.
Because I could make my turn right now if I wanted to, but I just want to make sure that I'm far enough out, at least 20 miles when I'm lined up. Got to be under that glide slope. As a matter of fact, I'm picking up the glide slope right now, and it looks all good.
Yeah, I'm 13 miles out, but I'm not picking up, okay, actually I see the glide slope. I'm not picking up the localizer yet, but I've got the glide slope, the diamond coming down, and it's just about where it's supposed to be. Now, why aren't I picking up the localizer yet?
Yeah, I knew I was in range of the localizer as soon as my navigation ball flipped around. You know, like the whole thing just kind of spins, and yep, there you go.
I pretty much built the RNAV approach, and that's what I'm following until I get the Zebra look.
Well, that'll bring you right in.
Yeah.
You doing 18 or 36?
18.
Perfect.
Oh, I think I'm way too far off course to catch that localizer. I think that's part of my problem.
For me, you're way to the left. It looks like you're coming straight at the airport instead of off to the right.
Yeah.
But it's hard to judge distance in this.
No, I think I am actually, yeah. So I'm gonna cruise back. I'm gonna cruise back to my right a little bit.
Yeah, I might have exaggerated my swoop out to the right a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that I was at 20 miles when I turn in. Looks like it's working out fine. I didn't need to be this far out if I was in real life. But since I'm at 3,500, I wanted to make sure I was under it. Getting real close. I can go ahead and turn now. I guess if I'm underneath the glide slope already, I'm going to be underneath the glide slope when I get there. Theory.
Oh, okay, I see where the airport. Okay, so that airport's that little strip of land out there. Yeah, that's what it looks. Yeah, it is. Oh,
I wonder if that's another man-made little chunk.
like Boston. That airport's on a man-made. I think what they told me was it was all the landfill stuff made the ground underneath where the airport was.
Right. They did something like that in Chicago too. The old Midway, O'Hare, not O'Hare, but Midway, right? Midway in Ohio. Yeah, that one's out in the middle of Lake Michigan, just a strip out there that they built. Well, we had that airport in Kobe here in Kobe, Japan. There was another one out in the harbor. They just had a big old artificial island out there. You got to build it out of something. Might as well make it out of landfill. Alrighty, I'm at 17 out. I'm roughly lined up with it. I'm going to go ahead and slowly turn towards the air.
I'm hitting at such a bad angle. I have a feeling my little green line's going to like start moving really fast.
You're kind of close to it too.
Yeah.
I can see
Slow
on the
down.
map.
Come on. There it goes. Okay, I just captured both the glide slope and the localizer. It's probably going to do some wallowing back and forth while it lines itself up now because it's like such a severe angle.
Right.
But it's working. Okay, so that worked good. That was operator error on that one, but I caught it anyway.
Yeah, as long as you caught it in time. No error if no one died. Alright, I'm going to be passing right over October Charlie Tango here. That's when I'm going to activate my ILS and watch the magic. See, there's another bridge we can hit on the way out of town, possibly.
I can certainly hit it.
Well,
Literally.
literally. This one.
Oh, I've got a heck of a crosswind on here. I got it 23 knots at 133 degrees. So I'm hitting the airport at like a 45-degree angle.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Let's see how this
Alrighty.
ILS does.
I'm locked onto the ILS currently, and glide slope is falling. Everything looks good.
Okay, so I'm going to
Yes,
turn
I
off
think.
the autopilot and do the rest by hand.
Watch my speed
Oh, no.
here.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to grab me here. Hold on. Just to be sure, I'm going to drop another 500 feet.
You said this is a bespoke airport? Yeah, it looks like it is.
I don't
You know, the
think
other
so.
thing-
No, I don't think so. Just the final airport tonight is.
Oh, the final one is. Okay. The other thing that I noticed is they seem to have added more real life liveries. Now, maybe they were always there and I just haven't really been noticing them, but
You
I
mean-
fly into San Francisco a lot.
You mean in
And-
the extra aircraft or the ones you're flying?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
the extra aircraft. Yeah, like I'm seeing a lot, like I fly into San Francisco, between San Francisco opens and Sacramento, and I'm seeing a lot of, is it US Air, I think it was? Seeing a lot of them now, which I don't remember seeing them before, and there was also, I've seen some Air India planes, and what's the other one? I can't think of the other one. The other one was like some Japanese airline, but now looking over here, over at the terminal, it looks like there's a bunch of, I'm going to send my drone over there and see what they are, because there's a bunch of them that all look the same. Let's see. Go over and see what airlines those are. I just don't remember seeing this. Oh, Korean Air. Okay, so there's a livery now for Korean Air. So it's nice now if they would just start doing UPS and FedEx. I get a lot of those. Okay, so there's a lot of several Korean Air airplanes here, and then the rest of them are all the generic, where they say Neo and 737 on the rudder and stuff like that. So at least they got one live
So
one here.
did you get that ILS to work for you?
Yeah.
Lights still
Yeah,
open?
it brought me in.
Oh, right on. It never caught me. I thought it did there for a second, but it actually didn't.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, this actually is a bespoke airport.
Is it? I didn't think
Yep.
it was.
Yeah, it's got a parking garage with a bunch of semi trucks underneath it and baggage carts and all kinds of like luggage and stuff sitting around. Yeah. I thought there was a star on this airport.
Yeah, I thought only our final destination tonight did. Maybe that's exactly why I picked this. Otherwise, I would have picked that one that was a little closer.
Yeah, and it's got some fire trucks at the end. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely bespoke. Oh, they got a fire truck that's parked halfway in a garage with the garage door open. Some guys out there working on it. It's got a hotel here. Let's see if they labeled that. Yes, they did. The ToyokoInn.com. It's about a 15-story hotel with a parking garage next to it, and some Chinese writing on it, or I guess it'd be Japanese writing.
Well, that's a pretty cool bridge, leaving the airport island here too, isn't it?
Yeah, especially that part right in the middle. It has that arch.
Yeah, I always thought she was talking about this other bridge.
Actually, I was. I just noticed the one you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was one right leading to the airport. That's cool.
Well, it's either a bridge or a tunnel to get out here.
Man, you ain't kidding about the crosswind here. I'm going sideways trying to come in on live weather.
Yeah, that's what happened with me. But I was almost at like 60 knots when I landed, so.
I'm doing 91 and I feel like I'm just floating in the air and not moving.
I always have this weird thing with my stick that occasionally I will have to, like, I will move the stick just slightly and it does this huge movement. It makes me almost flip. But if I pause the game and then just kind of rotate my stick around, you know, rotate it, move it around, do this and that, then get back in the game, everything works fine. I don't know what that's all about, but it happens all the time. If I don't do that at the beginning of every flight, I'm going to regret it. And it comes back in the middle of it too. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, the stick gets out of calibration, and then, like I said, I do a complete circle with it a couple times. Everything fixes itself. It's weird.
Wow, this is cool. I can see like behind you where you're coming in. It is just pouring down rain right now, and it's like blowing it at like a 45-degree angle.
Maybe that's why I've got a 13-knot wind, and I don't even have that weather pattern going. Yeah, usually the wind, if you're using this small clouds or whatever it's called, usually the wind is about 5 knots. And 13, that's a lot. You did say that ILS frequency was 109.15, correct?
Yes.
Huh, yeah, it didn't grab on.
What was the altitude by the time you made the base turn?
I'm sorry, say again?
What was your altitude on your base turn?
That was about 3,500. I was well under the glide slope, but even the localizer didn't latch on.
Well, it didn't take long for my wing to get all chipped up.
Well, I got plenty of bugs going on here. And they got some very disciplined bugs around here because they always hit the airplane in the exact same spot. All right, guys, let's call this quarter after the hour. At 5:02, the top of the hour, we're back up in the air.
Okie dokie. I'll be back in a minute.
This is a nice looking collection of airplanes here, even though at least one of them is not showing the correct airplane. They look nice together. Bunch of different paint jobs and stuff.
Those are custom laser laser.
It's custom what, buddy?
Yeah, your paint. That's a custom paint.
No, it's one of the default ones in the game. There's like 4 of them to use with this airplane.
Nice. Even wingnut. Wingnut look like a.
Yeah, I like that one wingnut. Yeah, it's black and gold. That's pretty sharp looking. It looks rich.
Sure does. Guy's professional logo on the tail.
Mm-hmm. It even says W for wingnut.
Wingnut, yeah.
At least that's what he's trying to convince us.
All right, pre-flight. 6. 180. Just a sec.
Well, hell, I'm over here neglecting the chat. I don't know how long ago this chat came in from, what is it, Jose Delgado? Well, he says hello, and are we on console or PC? I think we're all on PC. Is that correct? You're on PC, Mr. Newbie?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on console or PC. I hope you're still listening, Jose. I don't know if you're still listening. But I believe it's all pretty cross-compatible if you're on an Xbox. I think they just released a version of it that you can play on the Sony, and that's not cross-platform, but all of the Xbox stuff is. Ah, right on. Glad you're still listening. Yeah, the nice thing about on PC, at least, I don't know about the console, but it's a super small download. I was real shocked how small it is, but it streams everything else. But the good news is you can get up and running in a hurry. Yeah, we're going to take a nice little right-hand turn out of here. Get us back on course for Nagasaki. I don't think we need to go quite as high on the next leg. I'm going to go up to maybe 5,000. That'll be fine. Jose Delgado says he's from Boston over there. That's cool. How's the weather over there in Boston? It's been pretty chilly. I'm in Michigan myself. It's been chilly, all right. It's been cold, I bet you. Yeah, I'm not in the part of the winter yet where I'm hating it. I like snow. I like cold weather. I'm a good old Michigan boy. But come February, I'm going to have enough. Well, I'm going to go ahead and roll back out onto this runway here. We got about 2 minutes before we're taking off. Be a good idea to check your fuel. Make sure you got enough for this last leg. It's kind of a short leg, but got to have gas. Taking that Boston to London flight, eh, Jose? That's quite a trip. That's going to keep you busy all night long. Some kind of a big jumbo jet or something? About 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. We're going to be back up in the air. Oh, Jose's on a 330. Okay, cool. Yeah, I kind of like those big long distance flights like that. I do it in the C-130 a lot. Where you just kind of go up high and set that autopilot and just sit back and relax. You know, fly all evening and just don't do anything. It's relaxing.
I've gotta get that and see how that works out. Never flown nothing like that before.
Yeah?
Nah.
Alrighty, guys. It's 5 to the hour. Let's go ahead and spool these birds up and get them back up in the air here. Next stop, Nagasaki. There is going to be a bridge that's on the flight plan right before Nagasaki, so hopefully that'll be a good enough one to go underneath, because we like going underneath them. So we take off out of here. We need to take a right-hand turn, which makes me think maybe we can go underneath that arch over there. You know what I'm talking about? That bridge that has the archway.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
I can see it from here, so yeah, let's give it a try. Let's take off, go underneath that bridge, and continue on to Nagasaki. Lazerbolt's rolling. Yeah, like I said, check your fuel. I still had like half a tank. I must have increased my fuel, and it stayed that way by default. Yeah, Jose thinks that it looks cool when we're all lined up on the runway. I agree. That's why I always try to look back. It looks nice when you got a big group of planes together, you know. Okay, I missed the bridge, but I'm going to go back through it the other way. This is nice. I like that little section in the middle, huh?
Yep.
Cool. We're coming through at different angles. We're like the Blue Angels up here.
Got it. I'm through.
That looked real nice. We got cars going over the bridge and everything. It looks good instead of in the water. Bob, that looked good. Well, actually, I got one car in the water. He looks like a boat. Yeah, Bob, that looked real good, man.
I wonder if I can go through
going to make it.
I wonder if I can go through the green arch.
That's what we just did.
Well,
Give it a try.
Maybe since I'm not going under the bridge, I won't hit it.
Well, I think the green arch is part of it, part of the bridge. That's kind of neat looking bridge. I like that.
Oh, it's got like supports and stuff. My wings will clip them if I try to go through the green part.
Oh, I see. Not under it, but over it. I see. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
It was probably smart not to try to go under it because, I mean, how many times do you need to have it crash you before you realize it just ain't gonna work?
Yeah, well, I didn't realize that it had those little supports or whatever it is that's underneath the green arch. So I from a distance, like, oh, maybe since it's above the bridge, maybe I can go through that part. But no, I'm not gonna
They're
try
pretty
it.
close together too.
Yeah, it would have took
Oh,
my
we
wing
hit
off.
that bridge twice, or it didn't hit it, but went under it twice. Mr. Newbie's just following down the length of it. That's cool.
So nice you had to do it twice.
Yeah, I'm hoping this last bridge that's on the flight plan is actually able to go under it too. It's a POI, so I'm assuming it's kind of a nice bridge. Okay, back on course. I think, like I said, 5,000 feet should do just fine. We don't have too many big mountains to go over. Of course, I gotta remember to set my CDI back to normal.
Thinking the same thing because I did
Yep.
that too.
Probably at the same time. I'm like, huh, I'm going the wrong way here.
Got some rain.
Got what now?
Got rain.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a
Yep.
poor day to be flying, or a fun day to be flying, if you like that kind of stuff.
I like that kind of stuff. More of a challenge.
Yeah, I do too, but usually not when I'm streaming.
Well, probably wouldn't be very visual.
Yeah, it wouldn't be much
You
to
wouldn't
see.
much.
And when I'm streaming, I can't pay that close attention to everything too. Yeah, I'm trying to juggle two things, you know. I'm trying to juggle two simple things. It's impossible.
I was hoping the rain would wash my windshield, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, that'd be
See,
cool
while I
if it
was
did that, though, huh?
Well, yeah. While I was on the ground, I should have been able to hop out my plane, grab a bottle of Windex and a squeegee, and clean my windshield.
Or at least hop out of your airplane and push the button that says clean your window.
Exactly. I mean, that can happen in real life, right? You can clean your windshield when you're on the ground,
Yeah, you better.
or call a crew or somebody over to do it for you.
All right, this next destination is only about 42 miles out, so don't be getting too crazy. Like I said, 5,000 should be good enough, and then we're going to have to drop down and hit that bridge.
Yeah, one of
Oh,
the other
Jose
settings
says,
they did.
you guys remember 2000, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004? Well, way back. That was the one right before FSX, I believe. Yeah, I played a lot of that.
Century of Flight.
Yeah. Yeah, I've still got the CD.
I've got them.
I'm not even sure it's a DVD. It might be just a stack of CDs.
CDs, yeah. I think we're like three or four. It was 3.
Well, you remember back in the day, Coast, we had people flying with us that were still in 2004. We were all in FSX, and you could still fly with people in 2004. We had an add-on program that allowed us to do that. But we would we'd get 20, 30 people flying all together. We'd have huge group flights back then, man. And everybody was in a different sim.
Great big group flights and all sorts of. We were in FSX, and we thought we were at the top end of the pyramid here.
Yeah. Back in the FSX days, we were hot, man. We had a big community.
But when I started flying with you guys, Coast was still flying FSX.
Yeah, I remember that.
I went back and flew one of the routes that we flew in FSX after that flight, and it's like, oh my God, how could I have ever liked this?
I know. Not only
It's
did
so
we like it,
spoiled.
but we were super impressed by it. FSX came out, we were just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Wow, it's just like real life. And then you compare it, but a lot of things are like that. You ever notice like there's a console thing going on? Like you got the PlayStation, and then this PlayStation 2 comes out, and you get it, and it's like, it doesn't even seem like it's that big of a difference. You don't even notice it. It's like, it's almost disappointing. And then a year later, you go back to the regular PC, and that's when you notice it. It's like, oh my God, okay, it's a huge difference. When it's an upgrade, you don't notice it as much. But when you're forced to go back to the old one, it's like, oh yeah, it was a big improvement. I just never noticed.
Yeah, I think what got me was the landscape from FSX compared to FS 2020 was just worlds apart. It was so flat and boring.
Oh yeah.
All the textures
were terrible.
Duplicated.
Yeah, and the airplanes at that point, all the airplanes were in high def, so they all look good.
Yeah.
An airplane looks like an airplane. It's a high def airplane. It looks good. So yeah, the airplanes always looked really good, but oh geez, the terrain was just awful. Like you said, bland and flat. The textures on mountains and stuff was a joke. Oh my God. They would just take one texture and stretch it out for miles, and it would just look terrible.
Yep. Now some of these, there's some people post some pictures that you have a hard time telling if that's real or not.
Yeah.
It just looks so good. Well, looks like I got a lot of weather coming up. You still flying in live weather too, Wingnut?
No, I switched it back because I wanted to see the ground around me.
I wanted to see stuff.
Oh,
I wanted to make sure I could get under the bridge without slamming into it.
yeah, I can see the ground right now, but it looks like probably not too far in the distant future that's going to go away.
It's going to get nasty.
Because these mountains are just loaded with showers.
I was in live weather when I was flying the Dirty 30 in Wisconsin. And from that picture that I posted up there, that was live weather. and I didn't even realize I was getting all frozen up like that.
Until you got out and looked at it, it's like, holy moly. Yeah, those are
Exactly.
great pictures. I love that. At first, I wasn't sure what I was looking at, and then I noticed it's like, oh man, that thing looks like a popsicle.
Yeah.
I've done that in the 172 before, where I'll be flying along, and then it just seems like I'm losing all my performance, and so I step out of
That's
the
what it
airplane,
is.
like, oh, no wonder it's covered in ice.
That happened, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago in a flight. I remember that. You were in some airplane that, I think it was the first time you flew it. Or maybe it was even a Hercules, I don't know. But that was it exactly. You didn't have your de-icing on.
Yeah, I think it was the Hercules.
Made a huge difference once you did that. Yeah, that was something that was never modeled before.
Yeah.
Like, just, they couldn't do it.
Yeah, speaking of which, I got an outside air temperature right now of 4C, so it gets much colder than this. When I get in these clouds, I might see some snow.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. It's getting close.
If I go any higher, I'll bet I'd be starting to ice up. But this plane actually has some anti-icing equipment. It's got prop heat. What has it got? Wing de-ice.
Got to have a pitot heat. I think every airplane has that.
Yeah, every plane has that. Matter of fact, I should probably turn that on now.
Forever, I
See,
thought that
indicate-
said pilot heat. And somebody, I don't know, about 15 years ago pointed out, it's like, dude, that's not pilot heat. That's pitot heat. And I'm like, oh, you mean like the pitot? The thing that tells you how fast you're going. Okay, pitot tube.
So I'm not getting any indication when I press it, though, to whether it's turning it on or not. It's not lighting up for me.
Really? Is it supposed to light up, or you don't know?
I think maybe it's supposed to just push in, but I can't tell if
Right.
I'm pushing. Okay, there we go. I can see it's pushing the button in, but I would have expected it to light up too.
You'd think. That would make it easier.
Because-
They saved about 20 cents on that $2 million airplane by not making it light up.
On the Diamond, when you turn the pitot on or off, it gives you an indication in the screen, pitot on or off.
Yeah, this one doesn't have any kind of screen like that. I just got the two GPSs.
I suppose you must have it turned off so that if you hover over something, it tells you what it is.
I wonder if I turn some lights on in here, maybe, because I mean it's pretty dark in here right now because it's just pouring down rain now. Oh shoot! I just hit the wrong button. I wonder if I turn my lights on, if maybe it lights up. It should light up. I mean, there's got to be a better indication than just whether the button's pushed in or not.
We're going to call him Johnny Toggle.
Yeah, just start flipping switches. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, what gets
Click,
me,
click,
I've got
click.
a button mapped on my stick right next to my hat switch that puts me in the outside view, and a lot of times I'll lean over to try to look at some buttons, and my face mask will hit that button, and it throws me out of my plane, and it's like, shit, I'm out of the plane. All right, well, I think I've got all the lights turned on that I can turn on inside here.
Sorry, Mr. Newbie, I ran right through you. I wasn't even looking. My apologies. So I usually, when I say 5,000 feet, I'll go up to 5,100, and that kind of avoids that kind of stuff. But I didn't do it this time. Right through you.
I've done that to you a few times, haven't I?
No, we've all done it. All right, we're only 22 miles out from this bridge. We should see it here before too long. I got the POI. We're heading right for it. I'll bet you if we follow this river, it'll take us to the bridge. I'm so smart I figured that out all by myself.
I just posted my what my weather looks like on my Garmin.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, oh, I know. I was in that.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty nasty weather.
Yep, that's a complicated weather picture you got going on right there.
So I can tell already I'm going to need an ILS on this one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me check on that. I'm
Oh,
pretty
wow.
sure there actually is an ILS. Let me get the numbers for y'all.
I've already got them saved in.
Well, then let me
For
get it
anybody
for
else,
Wingnut.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
don't have it.
We
Yeah,
are going to
zooming
be
out
coming
on-
in on, let's count on runway 32. It'll be kind of the straightest in anyway, so that's a good deal. We're right at sea level here, so we're not going to worry about that. We've got a 9,800 foot, a 10,000 foot runway here. The ILS frequency, you ready for this? The frequency is 110.9er. 110.9er. Back in the day, we used to just call that 09er because just the frequency of numbers they use never overlaps. So a 09 is
You
really all
forgot
the
the
information
decimal.
you need.
Forgot the decimal.
Yeah, well, decimal niner, 0.9er. But since there is no 120, you know what I'm saying? It only goes up to 119. Anyway, it's 110.9er. We have a heading here of 226 degrees, or 326 degrees magnetic. 326 magnetic at 110.9er. Go ahead and put that in right now. Now that's one of the problems I always have with this radio stack is sometimes it's got clicks as you're turning it. My actual radio stack here from Logitech, it clicks when you turn it, and sometimes one click turns it twice in the game. You know what I mean? So I can't get it to 110. Either it goes to 109 or it goes to 111. I can't get it right on 0.
Okay, I got it programmed and hope they hold. I went back to live weather with you there, Longhorn. Oh, this is nasty.
You know, you can go in and hit your procedure button on your Garmin if you got the 1000s and pick your approach, and it'll load all that stuff in there
It
for
does
you.
all for it, yeah. Well, that would be the right way to do it if you're interested in that sort of thing.
You punch it in where now?
Hit the PROC button on your Garmin, and then it'll say select approach, and then scroll down to whatever approach you want. Like you have two different ILS options for runway 32. You got an ILS Y and an ILS Z. So I'm right now looking at both charts to see which one makes more sense for the direction we're going.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay. I've never really played around with it too much.
Yeah, when you click on it. Now the one caveat that I've found with that, if you activate the approach, it will first fly you to the airport, then the flight plan for the approach will be tacked on after that. So what I usually will do is once I've got that activated, I will go back in and hit flight plan and then scroll down to the first marker in the approach and hit direct to and go straight to that, and then it'll immediately take you to the approach. So it's all hands off and lines you right up with everything.
Yeah, that's when the chart comes in handy too, because then you know exactly which approach you're using. You know what I mean? Instead of just if you're just looking at the GPS, it tells you what they all are, but unless you can visualize what they are, don't help.
Yeah, because it'll show you like whether you're going to be coming in from the west or from the east on this airport. It makes a difference of which approach you want to go, because if you choose, like, say you're coming in from the east side, but you choose the approach coming in from the west side, you're going to go way out of your way to get on it.
Cool. It looks like this river kind of has an interesting fork where it goes 4 different directions, and the bridge is right in the middle of it. I don't actually see the bridge just yet. I just see the marker. The bridge is probably going to pop in all jarringly here in a second.
I'm flying into a rainstorm now.
Well, you can go underneath this bridge and get a little shelter. I still don't see the bridge. We're close too. I'm, I don't know, 5 miles out. Okay, I do see it. It don't look very tall. I'm going to go under that anyway. There's another bridge shortly before it. Almost looks like a footbridge or something. It's not very big. I got that stick thing again to where if I don't give it a good jostling, everything's all screwed up. Hey, much better. Actually, there's a whole series of bridges here if you wanted to be if you wanted to be super daring. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them that aren't very tall. That is for sure, man. You better go underneath that with something that has some skis or something.
I can't see anything. It's complete whiteout.
Ooh, I really want to see you go under these bridges without seeing anything.
Suicide mission.
Even the bridge that's marked doesn't look like much. It has a section right in the middle. It looks like a drawbridge, and that's the part I'm going to be going under. The rest of it might be a little too low. I don't know. That part in the middle, though, that looks fine.
The airport's in about the nastiest part of the weather.
Is it? Perfect.
I'm down to 1,100 feet, and I finally can see the water. Ooh, and a tower. Watch out.
Yep, I'm down to about 600 feet, and I'm way too high. I need to get down even more.
Yeah, I'm right behind you, Wingnut. I'm at 1,000 feet, or actually 700 feet now. But I'm not going under these bridges. Whoa, that'd be a tough one to go under anyways.
Some of them are pretty low. Like I said, the one that has the POI marker, that's actually pretty good. If you go down the middle of it, there's plenty of room, but you got to be right in the middle of it. So like I said, it's a drawbridge, and the draw is up at the moment.
Well, it's going to have to be up for me to get through it.
Or so it says.
Okay, here we go. This is a tight squeeze. Holy moly. Let's go. Ooh, barely made that sucker. That is a tight squeeze, man. The wingtips barely made it. Okay.
Well, let's see. Oh, I know. I recognize this bridge. I've flown here. Oh, Wingnut just
Oh no.
did what I do. Wingnut did what I did.
Was it solid for you, Wingnut, or did you tip your wing?
I think my wingtips hit.
Oh, right on. My wingtips barely made it. I think I turned sideways just a little bit, and it made it.
Man, I spilled my margarita.
Oh no. Well, you'll have to replace it with some nice sake. I never got the hang of sake. That stuff, I don't know. That's a little much.
So, Wingnut, I did the ILS-Z. So I went and loaded that in. I went and hit the procedure ILS-Z and hit load. And now after we passed that waypoint that, what the heck is this thing doing? Oh, I've got my GPS turned off. Duh. After I loaded it in, then I scrolled down to the first marker of the approach is Fubki, F-U-B-K-I, and just did a direct to that now. And so now it's just going to follow the complete procedure all the way in. I guess I should see what altitude we're supposed to be at too. It says be at 2,600 feet by the time I get to Fubki, or Fubki.
Right on. I'm holding 2,500 when I get there. We're only about 25 miles out, so we're already within range of the ILS, but of course we're not lined up at all.
Can actually hear the rain hitting my plane. Don't hear any thunder though. I rarely hear thunder in this thing. Well, the winds seem to have calmed down quite a bit. I've only got 5 knots now.
That's handy. Check what I got here. I've got 4 knots. Good deal. 4 knots from 60.
Yeah, mine's coming in at 154.
Big difference. Well, guys, at this pace, I do believe next week will probably be our last week in Japan here, at least on the mainland. We're almost for sure going to make it all the way to... oh my gosh, I can't think of the place. The place you were stationed there, buddy. Bob?
Okinawa.
Yeah, Okinawa. We're going to probably make it to Okinawa tomorrow, or next week. After that, we're going to take off out of Okinawa. We're going to take off in C-130. Continue flying around the world.
What are you going to do? Kadena, Okinawa? I mean, Kadena or Naha or...
I don't know yet. I need to look at the map and see what happens. I would like Okinawa to be the final stop. I don't know what the lay of the land looks like just yet. I haven't really quite looked for the airports around there.
Okay.
But like I said, we might have to zigzag a little bit to make that happen, which is fine. It's more stuff to see.
I do like the speed brakes on this plane, though. It stops me in an instant in the air.
Oh, really? It's like a big speed flap?
Yep.
Like a jet or something?
Yeah, because it takes it a long time to slow down if you don't use them, but if you hit
Right.
it slows down really fast.
There's the air brakes like in the old Bugs Bunny cartoons. I'm going to fly till I get over that land, and then that's when I'm going to activate my ILS, see what happens.
What land?
See, there's a bit of a kind of an island connected with a little chunk to the mainland. We get about there, and that's lined up with the runway.
I don't see it.
I'm just looking at the map, plus right in front of
No.
us, directly in front of me. It's like you
map
can see
has-
the island has like a volcano on it. It's pretty big.
No, my map has yellow and green.
Oh, I see. You don't see it because you got weather going on. Big weather.
Yeah. I guess I could turn the weather off and then I'd probably see it on my map, but... it's
Well, I
alright.
could say this way, I'm going to wait about another 10 miles and then I'm going to activate it.
Well, I'm right on a direct to the approach, so... and I'm-
Is
looks like
the
I'm-
approach RJ3AQ?
G3EQ. Watch out, dogs. Let me see. Let me scroll up on the map and see. I don't know where that's at.
Actually, I'm looking at you on the map and I don't have anything on my map that corresponds to what you guys are going directly at.
Yeah,
mine
on-
showed Fubky.
Yep, that's what I'm headed straight to,
Direct Fubky.
and it's right at the edge of the landmass. So once I hit that, then it's going to actually do like a hard right turn that'll line me right up with the runway.
You're talking about that RJ3AQ?
No, it's called Fubki, F-U-B-K-I.
Right on. It looks like you're heading right towards that one I just mentioned, but might be real close to each other. Some
Oh, yeah,
navigation
wonder-
beacons.
Well, here, let me just turn the detail up. All detail.
Or WARAS, Whiskey, Alpha Romeo, Alpha Sierra. Or Miller.
See, I don't even see where you're seeing those. Are you seeing them on your GPS or are you seeing them on the AFB?
The EFB, right on the map. There's one called Millep. I'm just trying to look at the ones you might be heading towards. And,
Okay, so let's see if I can scroll in and. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So where you're looking over there as soon as I find my airplane. Where the heck is my airplane? Oh. Probably heading closest to RJMR8. I'm going to be passing just to the left of that, and between that and Obama. Which likes a peak. Let me see, where is... What the heck? Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, laser approach is going to be very far to the south. From what I can see on my wingtip.
yeah, I'm pretty far south. I'm getting ready to turn here pretty soon.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm almost to the Obama VOR, whatever
Okay,
the
yeah,
little
I'll be
triangle
passing.
is.
Yeah, I think that's a mountain peak, Obama. But the pink circles, I'm heading just to the left of RJMR8.
Right on. Obama, to me, looks like it's right on the coast. Either way,
Yeah,
that's
mine-
about where I'm going to make my turn. You can see that that's where all the
Yeah.
instruments are pointing. So, yeah, I'm going to make
Yeah.
my turn towards, I don't know, somewhere around 3.8, or 3.8, somewhere around 3.6, 3.5.
So let's do this. Let's go back to the
3.2.
chart. And the cool thing is, if you have the chart on your EFB, it actually superimposes your plane on the chart, so you can see where you are
handy.
on the chart.
That's very handy.
So I am 6.5 miles out from Fuki, or Fubki.
Fook me, fook you.
There's going to be a lot of those out here.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. I tried to pull my headset off my face before I did it.
It sounded like you blew something out.
Who's going to clean that out?
Ooh, that sounded like Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah, that's what he used to do.
Okay, hopefully this eyeless approach works better than the last time. It wouldn't lock on. I don't know what it was. I thought I had everything all set.
Well, you're far enough out that you should be, as long as you get even reasonably close to the.
I was far enough
localizer
out.
Angle.
I was far enough out last time too. I did it all perfectly. It just didn't latch on. There was probably one thing I didn't have set correctly somewhere. Try it again. 1109er. Well under the glide slope. That's not a problem.
Okay, about to make my turn to the airport.
Number 2.
Yep, just got the localizer, and I am under the glide slope.
Two good things. Well, I've got my localizer armed. I'm under the glide slope. Got the CDI set correctly. Got a 325 degrees on the course. I don't know what else to do, but sit back and hope it works.
Just put your sunglasses on.
Mm-hmm.
No capture.
All right, I got the glide slope diamond dropping. About to capture it. And I'm just gonna have to trust my electronics because I can't see anything.
That's the best time to use them.
Yep.
Just got the
Okay,
glide
good
slope.
news. We are locked onto the localizer. The diamond is falling. Fingers are crossing. Alright, yeah, it's going to work this time for sure. I don't know why it didn't work last time. I did the exact same thing. Same distances, same approach, same angle towards the line, you know. Oh well.
Oh, I'm actually starting to see the lights from the Pappy lights.
This almost looks like another airport that's out in the middle of nowhere, huh? In the middle of the water.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's on an island. There's all kinds of islands scattered around here, and some boats.
And grabbed onto the glide slope, and I'm coming in. Beans are good. Alright, yeah, the magic worked that time.
Here coming down.
It's funny, there's another airport just off to our right that's also got Pappy lights to it.
On the mainland there.
Yeah, right on the edge of the water. And there's like a bridge or something that looks like it connects the two airports together.
Damn, it's slightly impressive that they got the traffic correct. That they drive on the right side of the road. Which means they drive on the left side of the road here. It's impressive that they got that right. I don't know why it's impressive, but there's so many little things like that that never gets even considered, you know. I really need to get down and wash this windshield. It's getting nasty.
Yeah, mine could use a cleaning too, so when you get done with yours, why don't you come over to mine?
I'll send my servant over.
Jeeves. Nice thing is when you load the approach into the Garmin 1000s, as soon as you capture the localizer, it automatically switches your CDI to localizer. So it does,
that's
like,
handy.
basically, it's completely hands off.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's easy to forget.
So,
I didn't do it this time, Longhorn. I knew I'd screw it up, so I'll do it another time and practice with it because I've never done that before.
yeah, practice with that plane's good. The 172 is good because it's got the same system, the G1000 version of it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's very easy to do. But if you just load the approach in and you activate it, it will take you to the airport first because it puts the approach procedure after your flight plan. So
Okay.
if you don't go and tell it to go to the approach, you're going to fly straight to the airport,
Right.
and then it's going to pick up the approach, and it's going to take you back out to the first marker of the approach. So that's why I always.
Well, I mean,
just-
really, what I could do is if I was sure what runways we're going to be landing on, I could put that right in the flight plan. Usually it puts it in there already. I remove it. I remove it from the flight plan just because it's taking me places I don't want to go. I just want to go straight to the airport and then figure it out from there. But I could just leave it the way it is, and the first airport and the last airport will have an approach.
Yeah, I wish you could do that with the intermediate airports in between.
Yeah.
Those you
Yeah,
have
there's
to
no
do
space for it.
manually. Well, even still, the GPS doesn't let you do that, where you can't hit the procedure button and do like you are at the end. You have to manually put the frequency in and all the other information that you got to put in for the flight, for the approach. All right, so I've got a couple of extra kind of aircraft in here. I'll have to go over and see what aircraft those are. Get out the taxiway so I don't get ran over. It's cool. I can see
Approach. This is just right.
everybody's
I got
landing
two
lights
right,
on.
2 red, 2 white. Looking good.
All right, so let's do. Oh crap! I left my drone at the last airport.
Oh no, it's still there.
Yeah, I thought it.
Wow.
What
I
the
didn't
heck?
know it did that.
I thought it would have followed my plane, but I just went into the drone mode because I wanted to. I'm sure that's where I'm at. Where the heck am I? Maybe not. What airport are we at?
Smooth as silk.
Nice.
Okay, you know
Yeah,
what,
that
actually,
reminds me of, I don't know, way back when I first installed the game. I was at an airport and I asked for a pushback. So the guy in the pushback cart comes over and I saw Mr. Newbie flying away. But the guy comes over in the pushback cart, and anyway, I got bored waiting for him, so I just taxied to the runway and left. Well, meanwhile, apparently, about an hour later into the flight, it said, hey, I got a special achievement for getting like a mile's worth of pushbacks. And I'm thinking, oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious. This guy's still trying to follow me, even though I'm gone. He's like out on the freeway trying to follow me, and it counted. That's funny.
Well, I just got a CTD.
Oh, no. Oh, is that what happened? Okay.
That's what happened.
Oh, at least it waited until you
At
got
least
to the
I made
airport.
it, yeah.
Yeah, at least you made it. Was it like a real quick, sudden one, too? That's what was happening to me. It would happen
Yeah.
so quickly. There wasn't even a flash or a blink or nothing. It's just like, boop, I'm back in Steam. It's like, wait a minute, what happened here? Okay, well, yeah, like I said, at least we made it. That's a step in the right direction.
Glorious. Back to
Just-
Diego.
loaded you a clip art for or a thumbnail for next week if you want.
Actually, that would have been a good one for this week.
Yeah, apparently they've cut out the grass to spell out the name of the airport, and a whole lot of solar panels just below it too.
Oh, yeah, there is. Geez, like that little patch, and then down below it, there's like 10 times more. There's even more in the top right. Look at that. All kinds of.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know what it was. Okay, there we go. Now I'm back. So I was at the right airplane, or the airport, but because I had moved to go look at the other airport, that's how far away my drone was from my plane.
A long ways away.
Yeah, so I had to recenter it. Alright, so now I can go do what I was planning on doing. I wanted to go see what airplane this is.
Oh,
I
they got
got some
airport
more
parked or airplane parked over there in the airport somewhere?
Yeah, Korean Air and Air India. That was the other one that I was trying to think of. Air India, they're modeling it now. Let's see. Go check out
This airport looks pretty cool here, doesn't it?
It does.
It
It's
does.
really nice. This is for sure a bespoke airport too. It's got the big star.
Oh
on it.
yeah. Oh, it's definitely, yeah. It's got the Japanese writing at the terminal. I can't read that. Oh, and then it says departures on this side. And what does it say? Arrivals. and a whole bunch of taxis parked out front, and some buses. And a
That parking lot
that's
looks
about-
huge. The parking lot over there. I'm not going to run all the way over there. I don't have my drone out, just my guy.
Hope the rain doesn't hurt my drone because I can hear it raining.
Yeah, I've had that thought when I'm actually flying my real drone. It's like it's kind of wet. I hope it doesn't fry out the engines, you know. I mean, because they're wide open, you can get water in there.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, and it's sucking the air either up or down,
Yeah.
depending on where you're going.
Yeah, I was thinking that last time I flew it in a snowstorm, and
Oh,
I was like, well, it looked beautiful. I was like, hey, I'm going to give it a try. I flew it out over the lake and everything, so if it would have froze up, I would have lost it for sure. But I got some great footage, and it was wet. When I came back, I could shake it out, and it was just wet.
yeah. I've seen some videos by. I'm pretty sure it's by Ken Herron. That he's flown it in the snow before, but it doesn't snow here often enough. In the last decent snowstorm that we've had, I didn't have my drone then, so I wasn't able to do it. And I want to get a good snowstorm like that because this place would look really cool from the air if it was covered in snow. I mean, as it is, my back deck, I kind of look down the mountain anyways. I can kind of see a decent amount, but I want to see it from 400 feet up.
Yeah, you probably got some real nice. You're near the mountains, man. That's great footage for a drone. See, Jose wants us to get some gas.
Well, they got the name of the airport on the terminal.
So where's the gas around here?
They got a patio upstairs if you guys all want to meet for a drink.
Now you're talking.
Nobody's at the tables though. Tables are all empty. There's a Nagasaki airport right underneath the bell. Got a big bronze bell. Wonder if they ever ring it.
Probably only an emergency.
Yeah, it looks like the Liberty Bell, sort of, but bronze, gold color, and it's right at the top of the terminal.
Huh? Maybe it's important culturally around here somewhere.
It probably dongs every hour. It's like a grandfather clock. But
There's a fuel
the
station
airport looks
around
pretty
here.
good. They did a good job modeling it.
Yeah,
Although, you know
usually the ones with stars on them, they did a great job on them all.
Except for, there's no traffic at the airport. Well, that's pretty weird.
No. I see.
You mean, like, you don't have
few
airplanes parked?
but
Oh yeah, there's airplanes and stuff, but I'm talking about like the streets around the front for like arrivals and departures and stuff. Since it's a bespoke airport, there's no traffic going through the roads or anything around here.
Right, it's not considered an actual road, which is weird because the roads are probably auto-generated. I got all kinds of activity here though with all the airplanes. We got jetways connected. We got a bunch of airport workers out here taking care of business.
Yeah, I've got all that. But even this bridge that connects the one airport to the other has no traffic on it. Huh. They must have had an emergency at the airport.
Well, there's a bunch of fuel trucks over here, but I don't see anywhere to get fuel.
they got a fire department on the opposite side of the runway from us, and they have a couple of static airplanes that they use on platforms for fire training.
Okay. Well, the docks over here at the end of it look really cool because they've got like this green dock that's got a bunch of like tie downs and ropes and stuff all laying around for like the ships and cargo ships to come up to the airport. And a terminal called the Airport Liner. A big
You
dock.
probably got good drinks there.
And let's see if I can find that fire station that you're talking about.
And it's on the other side of the runway with a bunch of solar panels lined up everywhere.
I don't remember where I saw all those solar panels now. Oh,
I think I see those.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah, the end of the very end of the runway, over on the other side where the water is. Oh, looks like they have a little park out here too. It's like just a strand of trees. Unused land. So these must be helicopter landing pads, the A, B, 1, 2, and 3.
They're not out in the middle of the runway like they were on that one place, were they? I'm
No,
still
these
scratching
are-
my head about that. It's like, why would they have a helipad in the middle of the runway? I mean, because a helipad is not just where you land, that's where you park. You know what I mean? Why would you
Yeah.
want to park on the runway? It's weird.
Yeah. Now these are actually off the runway. So you can leave your helicopter there and not get hit by an airplane. Wonder if I can get in the terminal.
I'm probably not, I'm guessing.
I couldn't even get the drone to go in the terminal. It blocks you.
Okay. Well, at least the
Yeah, you have to
streetlights
call a
have
fuel
poles.
truck.
Yeah. Okay, here's the fuel trucks. I didn't find the fuel. There's got to be fuel pumps
Yeah.
around here, right?
You would think there would be. I don't know. Maybe you
Well,
just got to call a fuel truck.
Yeah, nah, there's got to be fuel. Okay, I think it's over here by the general aviation. I think I found it. Did I? Or not? Nope, this is just a bunch of trucks and stuff parked out here. A bunch of fuel trucks. Oh, this is where they're like lining everything up. I could probably look at the airport chart and it would probably tell me. But maybe you're right. Maybe you got to call a fuel truck to get fuel here. You can't go get it
Maybe.
yourself.
Like in real life, there's probably a station somewhere. Like you said, by the general aviation, for sure. Yeah, who knows?
Well,
I'm not seeing any. I've been droning around. I don't see any.
Hey guys, take care. I gotta go by. Nice seeing and talking to you.
All right, buddy.
glad-
You take care of
glad
yourself.
you could stop in. Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah, man.
I'll give it a shot.
Yep. Good luck on what you say. Your son-in-law is going to take a look at your computer, and he sounds like he's a technical guy. That's what he does for a living. So yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Hopefully he can get that sorted out. That'd be great. And you take care of yourself, buddy. And get some rest.
You too. Take care, guys.
Yep. Take care.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, Coach.
Yeah, we're going to be flying out of here next Friday and making our way to Okinawa. That should be good. I'm not 100% sure how close we are to Okinawa, but I think we're close enough to get there in one night. We're pretty far south.
Should, yeah, in the 130, we probably could.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be in the 130 next week. We're going to be in this diamond again. That 130 is just you can't get any good points of interest sightseeing in that 130. It's just too high, too fast.
Hey, I found a playground.
Oh, a little playground over there, huh? Cool.
Yeah, right up where the patio is for the little outdoor seating area. It's got a little slide out here and some grass. Ooh. Huh? Oh. Let me in the terminal for a second, and then it kicked me up to the roof.
Yeah, it likes to put you on the roof when you get a little too hands-on. Well, everybody, really had a good time tonight, and yeah, we're going to be taking off out of here Friday, so hopefully everybody can come and enjoy the flight with us. In the meantime, go like and subscribe, go download the game, put some time in on it, get a little practice, and figure out what's going on, and we would love to have everybody here. So have a good weekend, enjoy the football on Sunday, and a good week, and we'll see everybody again next Friday. Take care, everybody. Bye now.